Hey, welcome to another Photography Ideas at Home video. Look who just arrived today!
I hope you can hear a little bit of a difference now. Today's video is gonna be great because I got a lot of very cool, very creative and very colorful new photography ideas like this one. We're gonna start very simple with the smartphone and then it's getting crazy. Let's do it. I know what you're thinking. Why is this guy dropping water droplets on his smartphone? What's wrong with him? The answer is because he's trying to create some bokeh. Thereby the water droplets act as magnification glass. The focus is set to manual and the smooth movement is done by a little hack. I'll show you. Okay, that footage was not captured handheld, but you can use your tripod as a slider. Pretty simple, pretty solid results. Okay, that's enough for the warm-up. Let's get creative. The upcoming footage is taken with the 90mm 1:1 magnification macro lens of Sony. If you don't own a macro lens, that's really no problem. You can use extension tubes, which are really cheap, or the Raynox D50 for example. Those adapters transform every lens into a macro lens. Did you know that the display of your smartphone looks like this in a macro perspective? And the magnification glass or the water droplet also creates a pretty cool effect here. Oh, by the way, this image is taken at 1:1 magnification and 24 megapixel cropped down to 2 megapixel. If your phone is not water resistant, don't think about it, because you get the opportunity for a great image. Somehow this image reminds me of biology class. It looks kind of weird, but also kind of psychedelic. If you like to play with colors, you should really give that a try. And then I wanted to know how oil would look on a smartphone. Long story short, it looks the same. Don't try that. Okay, enough with the smartphone. Let's get to the next level. That was actually my favorite shot of the smartphone. But okay, it's enough. For the next shot, we need a CD or a DVD. I hope that you still got one somewhere. Now let's exchange the smartphone with the DVD and add some light source. But don't worry if you don't own a softbox. Even with the smartphone flash, we can get the best image I'm going to show you today. Again, same procedure. Let's add some water drops to the DVD. What do you think? I think it's kind of boring. Maybe it's getting better when we play a little bit with the light source? Interesting. I don't know. But what about water drops? Whoops. That's still not the image I'm looking for. And it's pretty messy. Let's do that again. Now we just have to bring the camera into a vertical position and we recognize that there's a little bit of color, but it's still not good. Now my favorite part begins. We have to paint all the colors on the DVD. Therefore you can use a simple torch. I would recommend to use some kind of paper to diffuse the light, or a diving torch like this one, or a massive one. It does not really matter. As I mentioned, even a smartphone would work. Oh shit, I just burnt the table. After finishing being smart, I have to set the aperture as high as possible. I use f16, an exposure time of 15 seconds and an ISO of 100. And then we're able to paint all the colors we've seen on the image with the torch on the DVD. This video is just for illustration. For the real image I turned off all the light source in the room. Get sure that you surround the DVD with the light source completely, otherwise your image will look like this. That's what I'm talking about. This image just looks a billion times better. Oh wait, maybe I should have cleaned the DVD before I started taking images. Make sure that you take at least 10 centimeters distance between DVD and your light source. Otherwise you get overexposed hotspots. For me, this really looks like as if someone would have painted it in Photoshop. But you can create this image just with a DVD, a little bit of water and a torch. Isn't that great? If you are a subscriber to this YouTube channel, you will probably know what's gonna happen now. I'm really into iris photography, and this somehow reminds me of an iris image I took a couple of weeks ago. If you want to learn more about iris photography, I put a link for you into the description. At this kind of photography, I do really like that the colors look different every time. Now we're gonna adjust the camera angle and then we try something new. Now let's add a rotation table and a flash, and then we will mix everything up to get results like this one. Do you have any idea what is going on here? One more and then I'm gonna tell you how this kind of photography works. I turned on the rotation table and then I started painting with a torch. After that, I used the flash a couple of times. For this kind of photography, it is very important that we use very long exposure times. For those images, I used 20 seconds. If you don't have an electronic turntable, you can also use a turntable which is made for food, but then a second person would help. And if you don't have a flash, just flicker with the flashlight. The result will be the same. Thanks for watching my video. Did you know that I have made 5 more videos about photography ideas at home? If you'd like to see more content like this, you should really consider subscribing. Stay healthy and hopefully see you in the next video.